Hey everybody, just real quick, I'm not sponsored by Munster or none of these other people, Roby, whatever, nothing. So I got me a World Finest trimmer thing here, as you can come up here and see. It's in my drill. I already got it set up. It's already set up for my brass or whatever, and I already done all of those, as you can see down there in the bucket. So what I did is I took and I cut all the way around through here, okay? And this is on a Roby, so it may or may not work for other ones. So I cut around this edge up here, and then I took this Dremel blade, like a little cutter blade, and I cut around the inside here. You can zoom in and come up closer. So I took this and cut around through here, okay? And then I took a, what do you call it? A screwdriver, and I bent this in so that way it would be no sharp edges. So what it is this catches all the trimmings, okay? It catches all the trimmings from the brass, so they go flying everywhere, so it's not a mess. So all I have to do to end it is take the tape off. So what I got here is I got a clamp. It's clamped onto my bench. I got a bungee cord here. Y'all can see, come around this way. I got a bungee cord and it's around the trigger to get it going. And I got some of these cheap, crappy hooks off Amazon. They're like this, they're small ones. They're pretty tough going straight out, but down, not so much. So this is about to get real noisy, and you guys can actually see how fast it trims, okay? So here we go. So get that going, kind of pull that. Pull a little bit more. Here we go. You see how fast I can do it. And sometimes it'll bog down. I gotta get this going a little bit faster. So, see if I can get it a little faster. There it is. So it starts slowing down, you just have to tighten up the bungee cord. So, and then to turn it off, I just disconnect the bungee cord. So as y'all can see, this only trims it, okay? I don't know if you can see it focusing. So it only trims the casing to the length that you need it, but you still have to do the deburr and chamfering, and I still got to run through some of the primer pockets. So I have the bit somewhere in here, somewhere around here, for doing the primer pockets to get the crimps out, because if you don't remove the crimp, and you go to put a primer into it, you're going to smush your primer, you're going to waste the primer, it could possibly pop or whatever. So this is actually pretty cool. I was just sitting around thinking about, like, you know, it's kind of loud, it works. So that's my thing. Like I said, I'm not sponsored by none of these people. Like I said, I just got my drill clamped down, bungee cord. You know, if you can't find a bungee cord, do like this. You can just use a zip tie, or if you have it just come back on itself. So you just pull the trigger like this, and you just have to clip it off. And just hook the trigger like that on something. So you don't have to have the magnet or whatever, or have somewhere to hook it. You just wrap it on there and just keep going. Yeah, sometimes I get caught up in there. And plus, these aren't non-slip gloves. They're just cloth gloves. So, and if you kind of start slow and push it in, It doesn't really bog down as fast, so you kind of let it get going. You can feel it. You can feel it kind of start cutting, and you kind of hear it a little bit too. And then you kind of hear when it goes, the drill goes back to normal speed as well. Like I said, there you go. There you go. So you took the bungee off. There you go. You know you could do a whole bunch pretty quick. I got all these to go through. And one of the reasons why they slip around in my hand because it's still got the this RCBS lube. So the way I lube my brass is I take a gallon-sized Ziploc bag. Of course, take the top off, put like 6 drops because this stuff is really thick. Put 6 to 8 drops in there. Put about 4 or 5 handfuls of brass in it. Close it up like this and then just shake it all up, and I do that and I have not had one stuck primer. So other than that, there's my little hack for catching all the casings. As you can see, come up here, there's normally like little holes. There's little holes, I don't know if you can see in there, but there are holes inside there. Yeah, you probably can't see, you gotta go up at an angle. Yeah, you kind of see the little hole right up there, and the shavings would just go fleeing everywhere. You have them all over your workbench. So you have them all over your workbench, all over the floor, on your clothes, on your shoes or whatever. This way it keeps them all in here. So like I said, once I get done, here I can show you what's in there already. Let's see, where's my end of the tape? Where'd it go? Oh, there it is, I found it. There's probably other ways to do this. There's some double-sided sticky tape, but let's see. I'm gonna unclip this so everything is easier for me to handle it. So, and you can reuse your tape over and over again. You know. Here we go. Oh, look at all that. Look in there. All those brass shavings in there. And it didn't get anywhere. So all I gotta do now, so I got this off. I just come over to my trash can, dump it in there. Whatever, so I put tape around the back here so it doesn't get all scratched up or whatever. I mean, I don't accidentally cut myself. Then you just stick this on here, get it centered back on there. You don't want it too far. These are the holes I was talking about a while ago. If you come up here, these are the holes I was talking about a while ago where all your shavings come out. So instead of them going everywhere, they just stay in your can. So then you come back in here, you keep this closer to the end of the holder as possible. And then you just put your tape back on there. Like I said, that's a quick little video of my little hack for get my clippings. And then just make sure you kind of adjust it so that way it's not hitting your trimmer, because the outside of this spins, the inside does it once it's good. So there you go. There's my little hack for getting my shavings. So thanks for watching. Make sure you like, subscribe, leave comments below, and have a nice weekend.